Let's get this thing rolling. And the Badgers will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Maryland's offense will be first on the attack. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Washington. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense lining up for a first down play. Got it behind the line. It's Webb. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're...
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. They'll give it to the back. Makes it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Washington. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll leave it with him. Trying to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Listen to this, please. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Gets it out quickly. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll try to do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Washington. Finds his man, it's Smith. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Manning. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Rush is on him. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Quarterback extends the play. Looking to the big tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Coverage team gets it. They bring the punter onto the field now. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback adapted. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Washington. He's got him. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw on third. Got a man. It's Webb. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Ray. Got the first down and more. And the Terrapins get enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Smith takes the handoff. Oh, it's out. He picks it up, still on his feet. Touchdown, Maryland! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Washington. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll set up to throw. Gets it out fast. He's got a nose for that goal line. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're still holding the lead but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Looking for room, it's Ray. He has the first and still on his feet. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort, nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Using the quick game. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times. But they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Webb. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing them where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside. The see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You've got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. With the catch, it's Ray. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to run back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get
turning it on. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why
there he goes. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Terrapins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The 50, the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Badger. The defense putting points on the board.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the back. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on. That is a good sign for the offense.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. To the air. It's Washington. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines. drive, trying to go up top. Setting up the screen. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Washington. Looking down the middle. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock?
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this 4th and short and give yourself a chance to win this game now?
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. The Terrapins get it past the sticks. I think you got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. To throw, it's Washington. Makes the catch. It's Webb. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking for a gap. It's Ray. Got enough for the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
as well give it to him again.
And that's what you told your running back. Hey, we're running the football up the middle. Put two hands on the football. Make sure you don't lose it. Square it up. Let's try to let this clock tick down as much as possible. And you're in an opportunity where you can kick the walk-off game-winning field goal.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This kicker is already 2 for 2. Make the magic number 3, and everybody's celebrating tonight. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big